In this screencast, we're looking at what you can do with the table in grfind and grbase. The table is the right side of the screen. The search criteria box is the left. The way this system works is when you enter search criteria in the box on the left, then the results are returned on the table on the right. Now we're going to be talking specifically about what features the table has. To start with, you use the table to select the items that you're interested in. So we have the slave trafficking next door, and we double click on that to see the book details. We make that window small. We close that window actually, and now when we're looking at the table, it's assortable and it's scrollable. On the right is a scroll bar, and with that scroll bar you can scroll down through all of the items in this table, and we happen to have 1065 rows right now, which means 1065 books, different books. Now, so you can scroll just like on almost any page. It's just a regular scroll bar. Now there's also a scroll bar, horizontal scroll bar, so that if you don't see all of the headers up here, then you can scroll to see the headers. For example, we scroll over to see the condition and the ISBN columns. So now we scroll back to the beginning. Now, if you want more real estate room, you can take the search criteria box and hide it by clicking on this arrow on the left. And when you hide it, it gives you more real estate because the entire screen is the table. And that's another way to see some of the headers, some of the columns that are off of the screen. Now when you look at this table, you can search, or you can sort by the column headers. So if I want to sort all of the titles, I'm going to go ahead and scroll back up to the top, and when I want to sort by title, I can just click on the title on the header, and it sorts it in ascending order. If I click on it again, it sorts the titles in descending order. It's the same thing with author. There's nothing in these author fields because these are magazines and they're different types of publications that don't have an author. But if I sort again, now it sorts in descending order, so it looks like ZZ Top gets the top billing, and then it goes in descending order. Same thing with category, price, etc. Now you can also resize a column if you can't see everything in it. So I can make this category bigger if that's what I'm really interested in. And every column works the same way. I can make the publisher bigger. So the purpose of the table is allow you to see enough about an item in a very quick and easy way so that you can decide if you want to see more. So if you want to see more about this Larry McMurtry book, Buffalo Girls, then you highlight it, and there's 3 ways to show it. You can double click on it and it shows the item. You can highlight it, hit the return key, and it shows the item. Or you can highlight it and pick view item from the top, and that also shows it. Now the headers you can also hide if you don't want to see all of them. So there's a button over here on the right top that if you click it, it has all of these headers. So if I click, everything's checked that I want to see. Now if I check publisher, now you'll notice in the top publisher's gone. Now if I go back and I check publisher again, now publisher's back. So you can customize your table to your liking by using that also. Up at the top you have, if you want to see everything, you can select all. That selects every book in the in this table. And when you select all and say view items, now you see that every book is in this window, and you can cycle through them with arrow keys. So if you really wanted to, you could cycle through 1065 records and just go through them. And you unselect all, then it unselects all if you have a bunch selected. If you need help on searching, there is a help button that gives you some general guidelines. That's just help on searching and general help, and help on the table also. If you need to contact grfind, there's a button to contact grfind up on these table options, and that's where you'd contact us. And there's something that says about grfind that just basically says a little bit about us. If you hold your mouse over, let's get some search criteria so we can search. Let's search all signed books that the binding is hardback and the publisher is Atlantic Monthly. There's probably not many of those because I believe that's a magazine. Well, if we hold, after it searches, if you hold your cursor over the green arrow, the green ball, then it shows you what the search criteria was that you searched on this search. So you can see that it was signed, binding is hardback, and the publisher's Atlantic Monthly. Now when you do search, see when we reset the search results, watch the green ball, and you can see it turn into a progress icon that's red, and after it quits turning it will be green, and when it's green it means everything came back with no errors. Now if the ball comes back yellow, that means that there was a warning, and if it comes that the search completed but maybe did not bring everything back, and if it turns back red, it means there's a problem with the search. Now you can control how many rows you want to come back. You can limit the rows to 6,000 rows, and you may want to do that depending on your internet speed and the server speed at the time. Now we can drag this to the left to bring back 1,000 rows. Now you'll notice that it turned yellow because only 1,000 rows were returned. Now everything worked correctly, but it's just showing you that you hit a limit that was imposed. Now if I go back to 2,000, then it will search again, and you see it's green because it brought back more than 1,000 rows. So that's just something to help you optimize and customize your particular web page. You can use the sorting for doing a lot of things, because if you have you want to see all the, say, Western humor, what we have here, well, when you search on category and you want to see all the Western humor, then it's easy to just select and move your mouse and select, and now you've got a set of books. This category is just Western humor, so you can view items, and this is your set of books is only all of those that has category Western humor. And we make this, minimize this window, and now we could do the same thing by picking Western humor over here in category, except I lost it. There it is. There's category. So we could pick Western humor as the category, which is right here, and there's our Western humor books, though that's not all of them that we had a while ago, so I'm not sure why. If we put category again, obviously maybe Western humor was spelled different a while ago. So let's reset all search fields. Okay, I guess I had all Western humor through Western fiction, so that was user error. Western humor, there's only 4 Western humors, so I can still highlight those and view items. So now this window is only Western humor, and there's 4 books, and I'll go ahead and close that, but I can still got my window that was open a minute ago. This is going to be my 4 Western humor, plus the rest are going to be Western, whatever the other Western was. But of course my first 4 are the Western humor, so that was user error. But so there's a lot of ways to do things. That you can search by how you search. We don't really try to make you do it one way. So how you work, you're able to figure out how to search, how to use it. So everybody will use this differently. So please look at the other screencasts that we have that talk about search criteria, talk about how to add items and how to do different things that you might want to see. Thank you a lot, and good searching.